Okay, this week we added some code to list all our projects and prompt the user for a project ID and return all the details of a specific project. To do that, we added a current project. We declared it up here. We also added a third case to our case statement that runs the menu, selects a project in that select project method. And here's kind of where that's written in the menu itself. In the select project method, we are going to, first we're going to call list projects right here. And so that just pulls all the projects. We'll look at that code in Project DAO in a bit, but we're going to list the projects, and then we're going to use our get input in the scanner to prompt the user for a project ID and return that. We set it to null here so that if it returns an empty project, that it knows and doesn't just return your last used project. And so all that calls the project service fetch project by ID, which is here. And again, this is a pass through to Project DAO, but in addition, we've added a new exception. If it returns a null project, then it will tell us about that. So we can go to Project DAO where the magic is happening. Fetch all projects and project by ID are pretty similar in that the main difference here is that our prepared statement does not have a where clause. So we'll just cover that in fetch project by ID. So we've got our prepared statement here. We build a connection, start a transaction, and let's see, set our project to null, format our prepared statement, set the parameter, and try and execute this query. If it returns a result, we'll extract that result and set our project object to it. If our object has a project, or if our project has an object, a project object in it, then we'll run 3 subqueries and commit our transaction. And we return that. So here's one of the subqueries. Basically, this is material, and it's just using that same project ID as a parameter to select the correct materials, and do the same for step and the same for category. And category is a little more complicated because we are using an inner join table here. And so, yeah, there's a bunch of other error handling stuff. We've got this whole method wrapped in a bunch of try catch blocks, and yeah, we'll kind of see some of that here. So if I start over and select projects, and we'll do 2. So you can see that there's a lot of properties on this project: steps, materials, categories. If I try and select a project that doesn't exist, it will throw this error: project with project ID 33 doesn't exist. So that is this week's Adventures in Coding.